Chapter 1, 6 Years Down the Drain. The rain poured like punishment, as if the heavens were mourning along with him. Silver stood in the middle of the road, drenched from head to toe, his black hair clinging to his forehead, his sharp jaw clenched so tightly it hurt. In one hand, he clutched a tiny, crumpled photograph of him and the man he had loved for 6 long years. The edges were worn, like his trust, like his belief in love. "I must be the biggest idiot in this city," he whispered, laughing to himself. The sound was hollow, broken, like something cracked wide open and bleeding. He had walked in on them. His boyfriend, no, ex-boyfriend, entangled with someone else. In their bed. Laughing, careless, no guilt in sight. Not even a flinch when Silver stood frozen at the door. "You were never enough for me," his ex had said casually, as if discussing the weather. That was it. 6 years reduced to a sentence. His legs moved on their own, wandering the rainy streets of X City. His white shirt soaked, shoes heavy with water, tears indistinguishable from the rain, and then, like an old habit, his steps found their way to Bad, the only place he ever found peace, and the only person who never betrayed him. He pushed open the bar's heavy door. Neon lights flickered, music pulsed low, and the air smelled like alcohol and comfort. It was still early evening, but the bar was alive, filled with rich people, socialites, and even the occasional dandy master. Everyone who was someone in X City came here, and behind the counter, as always, stood Cheerful, Silver's best friend since orphanage days, a firecracker in human form with dyed purple hair and a smirk made of sunshine. Cheerful's eyes widened the moment he saw him. "Silver? What the hell happened to you?" Silver just walked up to the bar, slapped the wet photo down like a dead bug, and collapsed on the nearest stool. "Hit me. With something strong. I want to forget tonight." Cheerful's eyes flicked to the photo, his playful expression vanishing. "Again? No. This time it's permanent." He cheated. "In my bed. 6 years wasted." Cheerful didn't ask more. He just poured a drink, slid it over, and rested his chin on his hand. "You want a baseball bat or gasoline?" Silver let out a strangled laugh. "You're my favorite person, you know that?" "I better be. I'm the only one who hasn't betrayed your pretty ass." Silver took the shot, his hands trembling slightly. The alcohol burned all the way down, but it was better than the pain in his chest. From the farthest VIP booth, a shadow stirred. Zephyr Kale watched from his seat, a glass of untouched wine in his hand. His icy blue eyes were locked onto the young man at the bar. Tall, lean, dripping with sadness, yet radiating a stubborn fire that refused to die. Zephyr had come to Bad for business. A few meetings. A couple of threats to smooth over. But then he saw him. And everything changed. He had never believed in things like fate. Love. Soulmates. But the moment Silver walked into the bar, soaked in rain and sorrow, something in Zephyr's chest snapped. Like a demon unchained. His body responded before his mind did, a sharp jolt of want, but not just physical. It was hunger. Need. Obsession. He stood up. His men, dressed in black, seated nearby, looked alarmed. "Boss?" his second-in-command whispered. Zephyr ignored him and walked toward the bar. Silver didn't notice the shift in atmosphere at first. But Cheerful did. His eyes narrowed. Uh-oh. What? Don't look now, but the human version of a Bond villain is walking this way. Before Silver could turn, a low voice sliced through the air. "You're too beautiful to cry in public." Silver blinked. Then turned, slowly, to face a man who looked like he stepped out of an action film, tall, broad-shouldered, and ridiculously handsome, with silver blue-black hair and a face that made angels jealous. And those eyes, those dangerous, sharp blue eyes, stared at him like he was prey. Silver narrowed his own. "And who the hell are you?" The man tilted his head slightly. "Someone who wants to know your name." Cheerful leaned in. "That's Zephyr Kale," he whispered urgently. The Zephyr Kale. Mafia boss. Kills people for breakfast. Silver looked Zephyr up and down. Then scoffed. I don't care if he's the king of Mars. I'm not in the mood for flirting, Mr. Mafia.